All right. Would you rather give up breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
All day, every day. I'd rather give up breakfast.
Really? That's not what I was expecting.
Give up breakfast?
Yeah, I mean, I can give up. I mean, shoot,
I think you're wrong.
Day. I give up breakfast.
Well, that's true. He never eats breakfast. He's weird.
I know, it's kind of true.
I think you give up lunch. Because lunch is the only meal you can really only eat at lunchtime. You know, you don't really eat like a sandwich for dinner most of the time. You don't eat a sandwich for breakfast. Well, you eat a sandwich for lunch. Breakfast you eat for breakfast. Breakfast you can eat for lunch. Breakfast you eat for dinner. So and dinner you just kind of have to leave.
Entire food category, or you're just giving up eating at that time?
I guess
types just eating at the time.
Okay.
I think it's types.
I mean, I guess we get to define it however we want to define it.
If it's types of foods,
then it would still have to be breakfast. And the reason why is because lunch foods, technically, you could consider a lot of dinner foods, lunch foods, and if you're taking away lunch foods, it also takes away from dinner. So now you're double dipping. You don't want that. You want to take away from breakfast foods.
That's fair.
Because it's you want to go get pizza for lunch. Oh, now I can never have pizza.
But you're also saying if it's time, then you're also saying breakfast. You're saying breakfast in either scenario, whatever way you put the question.
Correct.
It's breakfast all the way around.
100%.
I see.
Because if it's time of day,
for sure, getting rid of breakfast. Because
and if it's the types of food, don't get me wrong, I love some breakfast food, but I'm not giving up away lunch and dinner for breakfast because that's what you would be doing.
Okay.
The only thing you'd be able to eat was like steak.
Going off of that, would you rather only eat hot food or only ever eat cold food?
Hot food.
Really?
Easiest thing in my life. Yeah.
We might have actually talked about this in the past at some point in time, but I think cold food is a good argument because you can eat hot food cold, but you can't really eat cold food hot. You can't heat up a salad.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm gonna say. It's cold, and there's one major reason.
Ice cream.
No.
Oh, that's big though.
I would assume that eat also assumes drink. It kind of coincides in terms of like, you know what I mean? Like,
I suppose you could say that.
Breakfast, you're gonna also give up breakfast.
Yeah, I mean, if it includes drink, then obviously you gotta go
cold drinks. Yeah, you have to.
But if it doesn't include drink, then I'm going with.
Could you imagine having hot chocolate the rest of your life, or maybe some lukewarm water?
That sounds miserable.
You know what I mean? You gotta have cold drinks. So that's why I have to go cold. You know what I mean? If it's including drinks, which I would assume, it's talking about the spectrum of things. You know?
Yeah.
Oh man, warm drinks. No, thank you.
That would blow.
But if it wasn't counting that, you'd take hot food.
Oh, easily.
I think I gotta go.
Because I mean, give me some examples of cold food that would be tough to give up.
I mean,
like strictly cold food. I mean, you'd never eat cereal again.
That would suck.
Never eat a salad ever again.
Fine with it.
Great with that.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Ice cream.
Most of me already, and only hot
ice cream.
No, but no fruit, no
sweets.
Suck. Almost no sweets. The moment they've been sitting out for 30 minutes, you can no longer have that.
Only like baked goods.
Is that the rule? Is 30 minutes the rule?
No, but I'm just saying, hey, I'm going to make you some nice cookies. You can have them for the first 5 minutes, but the moment that 5 minutes is up and they're like hot, you're screwed, baby. You're screwed.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like,
and I'm sure we're overlooking so many. Like.
I'm just thinking fruit, dude. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I like a nice potato salad, and you're not eating that warm.
I know Jordon loves potato salad.
For me,
more mayo.
For me,
name the food. Name a hot food that is so incredibly good while it's hot that it can't be eaten cold.
Pasta.
Yeah,
I mean, cold pasta.
What I was just about to say is, instead of focusing on like what I would be giving up, I like to think of it as like if I'm giving up hot food, then I have to eat cold food for the rest of my life. That would suck. Because like think about dinner. How many cold dinners are there really? Not a lot. Almost every dinner that you've had the past year is going to be hot if you count on them. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like that's major. If you're getting rid of cold food, I don't eat a lot of cold meals. I eat a lot of cold snacks. You know.
Okay.
Meals wise, I feel like you have more options if you.
I would agree with you that more meals are eaten hot. Yep. However, I think there is more options of hot meals being eaten cold. Than there would be cold meals that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because what you're saying is if I still want ice cream, I can have it. It's just got to be hot, not doing it.
Yeah, so you're drinking hot flavored milk at that point in time, and that just sounds disgusting.
I don't know. It sounds pretty fire.
But I mean, cold pizza, good all day long.
Fine, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can eat cold pasta.
Yeah,
you can do it.
Giving them both up with sauce.
Like cold lasagna, you can do it. A cold burrito, you can do it.
Oh, don't even.
I mean, you can do it. It's just so gross. Think about chicken. It's just you cook it one time. We're not saying it couldn't have been cooked and then cooled down.
No, I know.
You have a good point.
Have you ever had a cold burrito?
Oh, absolutely.
They're not good.
They are. I mean, they're fine.
No.
No.
Hey, when you're as lazy as I am, trying to reheat food, you get really used to eating cold food.
Oh, I'm okay with cold food, like cold pizza. Great. I can
So also,
even do
let me ask you
cold
this.
lasagna.
So let me ask you
Maybe.
this though: when we say hot,
Yeah.
warm is off limits. Room temperature is off limits.
Correct.
So when
Yeah.
we say cold, room temperature also has to be off limits because
Okay.
we can't just ensue 70% of the spectrum for cold and
Right.
30% for the other.
Right.
So that means you have to have things cold.
Okay, like
so
we're
when
not
we
talking
say
out of the
burrito,
fridge.
we're not saying a burrito that's left out.
No, we're saying out of the fridge.
Cold.
Yeah.
Right. And then, I mean, pizza's fine. That
Right.
was fine. You
Right.
can eat that ice cold, and that's still good. But
One would argue that it could be better when it's cold.
that's,
One would argue
you know,
improperly for sure, but yes.
some people do think that.
I wouldn't say I prefer cold pizza, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it too
But
far
what about
down.
What about a cold steak?
Oh,
That'd be tough.
Foul.
That'd be tough. Yeah,
Cold chicken?
doable.
I'm not a fan.
If it's made a specific way, like cold chicken, like pieces in a salad,
Yeah.
doable, you know. But if
But
it's
I mean,
like I'm just taking a knife and fork to a chicken breast, gag.
I mean, why is that? I mean, it's still chicken.
No,
It is.
it's a different world.
It's
man.
still chicken,
It's
but
a different world.
like imagine me cooking on the Traeger, and then just being like, sorry guys, we gotta wait another 2 hours.
you gotta wait
while it
another 2
cools
hours for it to
down.
cool,
And
like
then
in the
we gotta go
fridge.
put it in the fridge and let it cool for another 2 hours, and then we gotta. Eat
If you're a big
cold-ass
sushi
meat.
person, you're chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sushi's so
Because you're fine with that.
Yeah, I think it's got to be cold, but fuck, it's not happily. You know what I mean? That's why it's would you rather. It's not happily. I
Right.
don't want to lose.
Okay.
It's like the breakfast items. I don't want to lose eating.
Brief interjection.
Yeah.
Say you were a server at a sushi restaurant, okay?
Yeah.
Somebody takes their sushi to go, leaves the container on the table
Yeah.
of a to-go sushi thing.
Okay.
Do you take that and eat it? Think about it. They don't touch it with their hand. I mean, I'm assuming they probably go chopstick into the box.
We kind of have a first-hand answer to this.
I do.
We kind of, if you remember, do you remember that one place that we went to go get those sesame balls when Danielle wanted sushi?
Yeah.
Oh, those are
Remember
disgusting.
that girl said that she was like, we were talking about like how long she would work there or something like that, and she said how she's gotten like fatter since she's got there because they eat
All
some
the
of the
leftovers.
things. Yeah, the leftovers. So
Right,
I want to
they
say
cook
your
too
answer to
much.
that, depending on how high class of, because this was not a high class place, obviously. Depending on how high class of a place, I'm thinking the answer is yes.
So you're saying the higher class of the place, the less
Probably
likely.
you're not probably you're not gonna see
Well-
a waiter go snap something and then go in the back and eat it.
I would say it's almost.
frowned
I
upon.
would say the higher class of the place, the more
Because it's
comfortable
higher
you.
class
Yeah,
food, because
you'd be
it's
more
better
comfortable
quality
eating. Yeah,
food.
well, not necessarily better quality food, but you're saying like, okay, I know the person wasn't dirty that was eating that.
You're right.
Maybe-
I think you're both right in terms of you would want to eat it more, but you're also less likely to because it is a nice restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Like,
There's
if I
more
go to
judgment,
Olive
but
Garden,
better quality
yeah,
versus
if I go to
less
Olive
judgment
Garden,
and acier.
there's a chance of dudes taking a fork and eating some food off some plates.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a chance it's happening.
Yeah.
If I go to Pepe and Gianni's, it ain't happening.
Right,
However,
because of where
if
you
I
are,
was
even though
a
it's way better
worker-
food.
If I was a worker, I'd much rather be forking that Pepe and
Yeah.
Gianni's meal
See,
than I would Olive
exactly.
Garden. So I
I-
think you're both right.
Okay, I think like I think at my old work they would eat the food all the time.
Where'd you used to work? At the Country Club?
Yeah, all the time.
They would
Really?
eat the food in the back. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But now let's go to a really nice fancy restaurant. They're not doing it,
I mean, I'd say that's a pretty nice, fancy place.
dude. I mean, it's a 6 out of 10. It's not fancy.
I mean, what are we calling fancy?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like Olive Garden versus Pepe and Gianni's. Like Pepe and Gianni's is like really nice. No one's gonna be eating food off of plates in the back.
I bet you'd be surprised. I bet they're eating it all day
Maybe
long.
we are.
I bet they're eating it all day long.
I've never been in that realm.
Are they eating
you know?
customers' plates?
Guaranteed. If they see something that's not like doesn't look like that it's been touched per se, they're eating that thing. Of course they would be. I mean, we already know if an order gets messed up, the cooks are probably dropping down for the staff and they're eating it. You know.
Yeah. Like doesn't even leave the kitchen.
But we're like specifically sushi, like it does. It kind of keeps for an okay amount of time. Like it can be sitting out okay. Like
I think the lady there said what 3 hours?
Yeah,
You
there
know what I
mean?
was
So,
a
like,
limit.
There was an
Remember
hour
there's like
limit
isn't there
where they
like
had there was a
color?
sticker.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be.
color plate.
Oh, yeah.
It's not going to be eaten off of. Like, you know, I mean, nobody's going to take a half a bite of their roll and put it back. So, like, you know, it really hasn't been touched. Sure. Like, they didn't pick it up with their hands to put it in the box to go.
The answer is no. You do not eat it. However, are you tempted to? Yes. Just like when I go to a
I'm
place.
eating the crap out of that.
See, just like when I go to a place and I see some little girl, well, not like literal little, but you know, get my point. Just like a girl who doesn't eat 4 chicken wings. I'm like, damn, chicken wings here are like $9 for 8 of them. You didn't eat 4. I'll eat your chicken wings. But it's not like I actually go to her plate and go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't actually do it. Do I want to?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Don't waste your chicken wings. Hook up.
Okay, there we go. So at Buffalo, when the wings come back, do you think anybody's eating those? Guaranteed.
When the wings come back in terms of, those aren't the ones I wanted? Or when there is a plate after the whole family gets up and leaves,
80% of them are gone, and there's a couple left. I'm not touching
it. Probably not.
And they go back and go watch.
But yes,
like, oh, bro,
if
that
gets sent back
is that
fresh
2 weeks?
plate, there's no way they're throwing that in the trash.
Is that the honey garlic parmesan? They didn't eat those.
Oh, they left 1.5.
First of all, honey garlic parmesan, it's foul.
You get my point, though. That's not happening.
I don't think that's a thing.
That's not. All I'm saying is
that's
that's not happening.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I don't think that happens. Now, if it's an order that gets sent back where they did not eat it, yes, that happens.
I don't know. You're working all day. You're hungry.
Dude.
You see a plate of food in front of your face.
Just make your own. You're working all day. Just throw a couple extra ones in there.
True. I mean, I'm not saying that. I mean, of course that happens also.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're at a Dutch, it's like if
I wonder
if
that's more likely.
What?
But I mean, they can just literally make
fresh. No, what I'm saying is like fresh plate. Waitress grabs it. She's about to go out there. She's a little hungry. She grabs 1 fry out of 24.
Of course.
You know that I feel like is more likely than already dealt with food.
No, fries off the plate. They're just for quality control.
No way.
I gotta give a little quality test.
Right.
I actually disagree.
Really?
No waitress can pull fries off any plate.
I guarantee they do.
No way.
100%.
I think that's likely.
100%.
There's no way because, especially at like a place like Buffalo, it's too damn busy to be pulling fries.
No.
They're not carrying. It's not like they're carrying Uno basket. They're not just like, oh, hi, Jordon, here's your one basket. They're carrying a family of 6 baskets.
Okay, good point.
So
but
when
I'm
I'm doing that, they're holding a tray.
No. They're not doing it on the walk to the table. They're not chewing as they're giving the customers the food.
No,
they're doing it.
They're back there around the corner.
Don't give Buffalo Wild Wings too much credit. The quality of workers there.
Yeah, are they
They're not hoofing it.
Hey, Bree worked there. You're talking a lot of shit about her roommate.
Oh, she worked there for about 5 days.
Still worked there.
Don't know if she ever served a table.
Well, no, she ate so many fries.
She probably got her money's worth.
All I'm saying is I doubt waitresses are too busy doing that. They already offer them free meals and shit. There's no sense of cutting corners all day long.
Oh, they do offer free meals?
Food. Yeah, all those places. It's usually one of their big perks is you get one meal for, I mean, at Buffalo, maybe they don't give you a free meal, but maybe it's like you get like 60% off of a meal or something. You know what I mean? Like they hook it up at almost every single major place like that. Usually you get one free meal.
Right, like a shift meal or something. Yeah, shift meal or something.
What is it?
Just we have a staff menu. And
you have a staff menu, you get one meal, right?
Yeah.
Like, and that's just, workers. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I feel like that's what it is for, especially every restaurant.
See, I don't think it is like that though. I don't think it's like that.
100%. Have you
never
places
like Chipotle? I know.
100% they do. 100% they do.
Once you get to like maybe like
you're telling me Beppe and Gianni's, they're not giving you a partial plate on your own?
I doubt it.
I don't think so.
I guarantee you can cook your own. You can't mess with kitchen, but you can have your own. You know what I mean? Like you can't interrupt service, but you can have your own.
I think they just give you some discount on food.
No way.
I think so.
Call them up.
No way.
Yeah, I call them right now.
I'm telling you right now, they get a free meal, 100%, or a damn close to free, or a damn good deal on one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
100%. There's just no way they don't. I mean, think about anywhere you work. Think about any job you can have. Our sales job, Cricket, they give you half off a service plan.
Like, okay, my buddy works at a sushi place. He gets 20% off sushi. That's his. He doesn't get a shift meal. Doesn't get like.
Okay, so he gets 20%. Off
I mean, and that's is 20% off that great of a deal.
Okay,
I mean, it's
hold
okay.
on. Hear me out. How often is there a manager on floor?
Every shift.
All shift, every shift.
I believe so. I mean, I don't know that for a fact, but
I'm just assuming. Danielle worked at Abby's, right?
Yep.
They were allowed one mini. Okay, they were allowed one mini pizza or a salad. Those were your two options. You could have one per shift. She would bring home fucking giants all the time. Because no one gave a fuck. Sure, the rules said you're only allowed to have
right.
But when the management goes, I don't care, make whatever you want,
right.
They're going to make whatever they want.
Right.
So your buddy works at a sushi restaurant, it's 20% off. And the manager goes, man, I'm feeling hungry. You should make us 2 rolls. He's making those 2 rolls, and they ain't making shit for it.
Right.
And so maybe he gets 20%, but they're breaking the rules on that end. And so my point exactly, no matter where you're at, you're getting free food.
No, absolutely. I 100% agree.
Yeah.
You're getting
but
any
you're
restaurant.
You're not taking it off of customers' plate to do it. You're just making your own.
I think they're probably taking it off customers' plate.
No way.
See, like you get a nice big old like slice of cake. You see, it's just like only a couple bites taken out of it, one side. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna grab a little fork real quick, take a nice. You know what I'm saying? Like,
would you do that?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't do it with cake, but if I see like a basket of wings or a basket of fries,
if there's something individual like that, there's a chance I'd do it. If it's something that's like one item and then only one side is touched.
Right, I give it some big chicken breast and halves out of it.
I'm not gonna waste.
I'm not better than doing this because I would want to do it, but I think you guys are underestimating the fact that they're already getting that shit for free. So there's no sense of them taking it off a customer's plate. That's what I don't think you understand. You don't think they just have an ongoing basket of fries at fucking Red Robin that they can just eat out of all the time?
Of course they do.
Same with beat-ups. You know, I mean, they have all that shit readily available. No one plates that. That's their job. Like when you get chips and salsa, you think the cook's putting salsa in a cup for you and putting some chips? No, that's a waitress's job. You don't think they can just sit there and munch on that all day? They don't need to take it off a customer's plate. There's no way.
I almost want to call. I want to like phone a friend.
I wish we had. Like,
I would actually put some serious money on this.
Really?
They would eat their. They have that ready. Why would they take it from a customer when they have unlimited in the back? It's like a Dutch bros. It's like, hey, I just.
See, that's different because they can.
I just made that Rebel. I'm gonna go ahead and put a straw in there. Take a little swig and.
That's different. That's different
because they are the server and the cook.
Right.
Yeah. But you get what I'm saying. Like,
and they can just make their own drink anytime they ever want to.
And anytime you work at a restaurant, you can do that.
That's not true. I mean, you can't. Like, if I'm a server, I can't just say, "Hey, make me that real quick."
Not the cook.
Yeah.
They can't be like, "Hey, no, drop me out an 8, but I'm gonna make myself a little sandwich real quick."
Waitresses do more work than you think. They don't just grab food and go.
I understand.
They are also making types of food. They are in charge of a portion of food, so therefore they have that unlimited amounts readily available.
I mean, they're probably dishing out soup. Maybe. I mean, it probably depends on the restaurant.
So that means you can probably have a bowl of soup whenever you want.
They're probably dishing out soup. And soup's not thing. You're probably not going to take a spoonful of somebody's soup that's a little off the table.
Yeah.
They're probably, like you said, they're probably getting chips and salsa. They might put. I mean,
is it
fries? Is it? Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, they probably don't make them, but
no. But it depends on the price. They might just be getting made.
I mean, is it unreasonable to assume if somebody scoops out a basket of chips, they might just not grab the top one off real quick?
Answer me this: are we saying that if I grab a basket of fries, right? Let's say we get a basket of fries, they put it on the plate and grab one off the top. Is that taking customers' food?
It's off their plate, so yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out exactly what you guys are referencing.
Yeah. Connor's getting a little heated.
I think you guys are wrong. That's all. I'm not heated.
Shifting gears.
Yeah, give us another one.
Would you rather be locked in a room that is constantly dark for a week or a room that is constantly bright for a week?
Bright all day.
Dark all day.
Fuck you.
I like kind of go crazy.
What do we mean by bright?
Bright all day.
Okay, for argument's sake, let's say it's like a solitary confinement room.
Yes.
In which there's no windows.
Way worse.
And it's either going to be all dark,
white or all black,
or all black. Yep.
I'd go dark all day.
I go light.
Do you have stuff, or are you alone with nothing?
It sounds like you're alone with nothing if you're confinement. But I can if I need dark that bad, I can put my head in the corner and close my eyes.
Yeah, I mean you could close your eyes. You can't cover your eyes. Was the caveat?
Well, I mean, I can close my eyes and put my head against the ground.
Yeah.
There you go, yeah.
You know what I mean? But the problem was if it's always dark, you know how hard it is to be awake and alert during that, and your time is just cruising while you're sleeping the entire time? That would be so terrible.
That would be tough.
It would have to be light, but it would suck either way. But I mean, I sleep with the light on sometimes.
Yeah.
If I'm too lazy to get up.
Yeah.
I don't think the question is dark versus light. Like, I don't think it's like lights off versus lights on. I think it's dark, pitch black, or bright, like bright, a little hurting your eyes type of a thing. It's like I don't think it's like
too extreme.
Yeah,
I don't think
they're like.
Yeah, it's what I'm saying.
No.
It's not like, hey, would you rather be in a dark room with the lights off, or would you rather be in a regular room?
Saying.
What?
Yeah,
it's like. Would you rather?
Why is that even the question? The answer is clearly light. Why would I not want just a regular lit room?
Hold on.
Or a dark room.
I'm going to give you another. Would you rather?
The question is a dark room versus a bright room.
No, hold on. I'm
going
to give you another one. Would you rather be in cold or heat all day? I'm not saying 120 out and freaking 0 degrees out. I'm just saying a nice 40 or 80. You know what I mean? I'm not going extremes.
That's cold all day long.
No, but you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So again, on the dark and bright, I don't think they're like, hey, we're going to put blinding lights on your eyes.
No, not blinding.
Or it's going to be completely
just like a little uncomfortable.
Just
like a sun in the snow type of thing.
Yes,
that.
That's what I think.
I don't think that's what they're going for. They're going for a simply lit room or dark room.
I feel like on this one we spent more time debating what they're talking about. We're just being like too logical about it.
Well, they need to do a better job.
I mean, that's true. This was pretty cut and dry. Would you rather live without music forever or without TV forever?
Without TV.
It's tough. It's tough.
It should be easy for you. You don't watch TV. So, like, for you, I think...
But, I mean, would you never get to watch it? You never get to watch a game? Never get to watch a sports game? I mean, I guess you could be there. You could go to them.
Way harder.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
This is a tough question, but I gotta go no music.
I gotta go no music.
Because I can go, like, podcast style.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I can
you can still listen to things.
Yeah.
It's like,
I just can't have music. Yeah, that's fine. I can make that work.
Right.
Should I eat half of music anyways? Screw country music.
Yeah. Oh.
By the way, the worst genre of music in the world. Hands down, not even close.
I think there's two types of people in that sense. It's you ask somebody like,
sure.
What do you listen to? Like, hey, like what kind of music do you listen to? You get two answers. One is, oh, I listen to everything.
No, one is yeehaw.
No. One is I listen to everything. The other is I listen to everything. Just not country. You know what I mean? Those are the only two. These are the only two you ever get.
That's kind of true.
Yeah, you're right, and that tells you why country's so bad. Because it's the only one that's completely pushed aside. It's the one that everyone's like, nah, don't like that.
It's the outlier.
Oh my god, I love it. Yeah, I listen to everything.
Yeah.
Most people, and then you got the people who are like, I don't listen to country. Anything but country. Yeah. That's a common answer. That tells you it's not good.
Yeah.
Would you rather have many good friends or one very best friend?
You gotta have many good.
You gotta have many good.
If you go just one friend for...
That's something wrong with you, right?
Not only that.
It's just tough.
Imagine only having one friend.
Yeah.
You need help, you go to the same person every time?
Yeah.
You get no variety.
You're only like, good relationship. No. You gotta go many good.
Oh, this one's actually pretty good. Would you rather be the first person to explore a planet or be the inventor of a drug that cures a deadly disease?
Whoa, inventor of a planet?
No. Okay. Would you be the first person to explore a planet or be the inventor of a drug that cures a deadly disease?
That one.
Cure the deadly disease? Yeah. I feel like astronauts don't really get like much notoriety. You know what I mean? It's like
they get zero notoriety.
Right, I mean like
name
it's
kind of like
sick.
I can name two. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin.
Can you name a third?
No, I can't.
My point exactly.
Okay.
I'd give me the drug all day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Give me the drug all day.
But I mean, can you name the guy that cured, polio? Actually, I don't know if they've cured polio.
No, but you know what I can say? Whoever did that has a nice hefty wad of cash.
He probably does.
They have a hefty bank account. I can't tell you if those astronauts have.
And also, is somebody just like doing a single man mission on their own in the middle of nowhere?
I feel like in the case of like an astronaut, it's more of a feat for the organization behind it rather than the actual people.
It's NASA's
so
feat.
Just like, no, they were sent there.
Exactly.
Good job for doing it.
Okay, what if you're the guy that discovers it in the telescope? Do you even get anything? Nope. Just like, hey, I found that right there. You know what I mean?
Well, you might be able to name it after yourself. That is actually how that happens.
Is it?
Yeah.
Name one planet that's named after.
Oh, I don't know about a planet, but like stars and stuff like that, and like arrays are named after.
Dude, I could go buy a star.
You could.
$50.
That's true.
Buyastar.com. Actually, I don't know if it's like the National Star Registry.
Yeah,
it's stupid.
You're like, Danielle, I bought you a star.
I bought you a star, and I
you get like a little pamphlet and like.
I named it after you, babe. DHA.
Yeah.
DHA.
DAJ.
DAJ. I see. Would you rather work really hard at an interesting job or slack off at a boring job? That's dumb. That's dumb.
I'm all day at the first one. I want nothing to do with a boring job. Like my job now is already like partially boring at times.
Right.
And I hate parts of my job.
For argument's sake, are we saying you get paid the same no matter what?
Yeah.
It's just strictly out of effort. Like, would you rather be working hard for your money or getting it easily?
I mean, but that's just still different.
More fulfilling to work hard for it, I imagine.
It is, but then also it's something sick, according to that.
Yeah, according to that, it's interesting. Like, you enjoy it, probably.
Right, yeah, okay.
The other one, you fucking hate going to work. It's like,
right.
I'll still work harder and enjoy my job more.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you rather be the worst player on the best team or the best player on the worst team?
Best player on the worst team.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Then worst player on the best. So, okay, it's a case-by-case basis because if you have a really good team, you could be better than everybody else in the league, but worse on that team.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No.
But I see what you're saying.
In my mind, I'm assuming you're bad on a good team.
The reason
really
why I think you're not, I'm thinking highest level.
Mm-hmm.
And the best player on a worse team is way better than the worst player on the best team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you think of the Warriors, their worst player is Jordon Bell.
Or was. Yeah.
And D'Angelo Russell was much better than he was. You know what I mean? And they were a bad team. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like, give me the best player. At least
Okay, you just want to be the best. Okay, what if
normally I would want to win.
Okay,
however, in that
what if
case,
your skill level stays the same no matter what, but this team is here and the other team is here? You know what I mean?
Well, again, then
so your skill
I
level.
would rather still be on the worst team because in the long run, I'm gonna get the payday.
Okay, you are.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying
I think so too.
And I'm not saying it's all about money, but when you can shine a little bit, that's
Yeah.
important for your career, no matter what it is. Sports or no sports, you got to shine at some point.
If you're bringing the same thing to the table on both situations, you have a better chance of having an everlasting effect if you're on the worst team.
I agree. And I'm a big winner. Like, I'll do anything to win. However, in this simple case, I would still rather be on the worst team.
I think so too. Yeah.
Okay, let's do one more to wrap up this would you rather section.
Okay.
Would you rather be able to go forward in time or be able to go back in time?
You got to go back, man.
You got.
No, hold on.
It's too risky to go forward.
Whoa.
But I think you could go forward and then still come back to normal time.
That's what I was just going to say.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
can I go forward and come back to normal and then go back and then go back to now?
No.
So it's saying you can go back and come.
I think it's saying you have the ability to, like,
either go forward now or back now.
Yes.
But you do get to come back.
Yeah, you get to come back to the reality.
I think so.
Forward, baby. Any day of the week.
You think so?
100%.
So I think the argument is either you get to go see the consequences of your actions or change the consequences of your actions. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like if you did something, didn't like the way it ended up.
Yeah.
And it's like, let's go redo it. Or because if you go forward, you can't really redo it. You're seeing how it ends up.
But you
could see how life was affected with a certain decision and then go back and alter that future decision, couldn't you?
But I mean, I feel like if you're going forward, I mean, it's almost as you already made the decision. You know what I mean?
Nah, bro.
So then when you go back, you are going to live that path.
No, it's like Click. He goes forward, sees that he's not together with his wife. You know what I mean? He's with a different person because he wasn't there. He didn't do anything. So he comes back. First thing he does, he's like, I got to stop working so hard. Focus here.
Oh yeah,
You can still make your
it a little reactionary, but
I think where you guys are going wrong is, let's be real. The first thing you're doing is not checking to see what life is now like 20 years in the future. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's not. You're trying to find the big thing.
What if you accidentally?
You're trying to find the big thing.
Oh, you're saying like jump forward 100 years from now and see like what cool technology they have, come back and invent it. Is that what you're saying?
No, like you're like Bitcoin. Imagine going back 20 years and go dropping freaking 10G in Bitcoin and selling it
even $10 in Bitcoin.
But no, you know what I mean? Like, that's what you're doing.
Right.
Like, I'm not trying to be all about money, but let's be real. You get to go forward once and back once. Like, that's all you got to do. Go forward and then back to real time. The one thing you're doing is figuring out what the one thing.
Yeah, if you're just going one time
down of every bet you can place and everything you can do.
No, if it's just 100%. One time, that's exactly what I'd do.
Yeah,
because no one decision would have enough merit on your life to like.
I would sit at a computer and I would say biggest upset of 2038. Boom boom. Oh, did that say Appalachian State over Michigan? I'm gonna go drop $1,000 on that game back in the day. You know what I mean?
Right,
that's what I'm doing. And then I'm gonna just have ammo for everything, and that's gonna make my life better. Then you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like now all of a sudden I don't have to work. You know what I mean? Now I kind of got an.
Couldn't you also just do that same thing in the past though?
I mean, how?
So.
Oh, you're saying just go back and change it? No. He has a point.
Because then you don't get to choose how you spend your money or what you do with your money. Because you go back, you make it, and all of a sudden you go whoop, up 20 years when you had all that money and you spent it, and now you're back and you're just living in whatever past Connor bought. You don't get to actually choose. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay, so if I go back in time,
yeah,
and I go, okay, I remember this is when Appalachian State beat Michigan.
Yep.
I'm going to put 10 G's on this game, and I'm going to win $1 million.
Right.
Okay, now all of a sudden I got to go back in time. I'm back.
Yep.
Oh, 10 years later, where'd my
where'd your money
$10 million go?
Yeah.
Oh, I bought the Ferrari. Oh, that's cool.
But I mean, you're still the same person in all that time. It's not like it changes. I mean.
Yeah, but I'd rather choose now.
Yeah.
I don't want them to choose. I don't want.
I mean, it's still you.
Yeah, but you now don't get to pick anymore.
Yeah.
What if you blew all the money?
Right.
I want to be in control.
Okay, then you just go back to that time.
You can't go back again.
we go one time.
You get one
time.
trip.
Okay.
If you get one trip, I'm going 4.
Oh, you get one trip.
If I get one trip, I'm going 4.
Yeah, if I'm going one trip.
Then what about this?
If it's one trip, I'm going 4.
And nothing
just
gets
for argument's sake.
Right.
Just for argument's sake, what if you hold on to this ability to go back in time?
Multiple times. He has infinite amount.
Oh, you do have an infinite amount.
Or okay, yeah.
So all I'm saying is that let's say it is just one time. You wait over the course of your normal life,
right?
As it unfolds, right? And then you're waiting for that one opportunity where something huge blew up. Okay. Then when it does, you simply go back 30 seconds. You see, that way there's not a gap for you to waste the money.
Impossible. See, how would you know which one would be the one? You know what I mean?
You're waiting. You're waiting. Well, it might take 30 years, but over the course of your life, something major is going to happen.
You're saying naturally a company's going to become an Amazon or whatever and just buy into it. But the problem is where you're wrong is you don't want to buy into it 30 seconds before. You want to buy into it 3 years prior. Like with Bitcoin, I don't want to buy it when it's at 2 G's and wait till it gets 9. Yeah, that's great return. I want to buy it when I could have bought freaking 50 for $10.
What I'm saying is this:
you know what I mean?
Don't think stocks. Think odds for a certain matchup.
Yeah, but those don't pay as well. You got to get accepted. Like most places aren't taking our maximum taking $100,000.
True.
I want to put something. I want to put $10,000 in one item alone. You know what I mean?
And
have it be worth
$5
$5 billion, like Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what it was, but if you would have had, I think it was $100,000 in Bitcoin, you would be the richest person in the entire world times like 3 or something stupid.
Really?
If you would have bought it at highs and lows. It was a faster riser than Apple and Amazon. Like, it's the fastest ever.
Oh, not even close.
In terms of growth from bottom to top. So, like, just in general, if I could go back in time, the one thing I would do is tell Connor in high school, every paycheck you get, buddy, just buy Bitcoin. Buy. The moment it hits 17 G's, sell. And then just never do anything in your life again, buddy. You're good to go. By the time you're 22, you will be one of the richest men in the entire world. That's all you got to do. I would be like, shit, I like this guy.
Right.
23-year-old Connor knows what the hell he's doing. That's what would happen. And I think.
So you would go back in time, or you would go forward?
I'd go forward, because I'd find the new Bitcoin. You know what I mean? And I'm not even saying it's Bitcoin per se. Maybe there's. Maybe they come out with some fast food restaurant chain that takes over McDonald's.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like a healthier version. And I just snapshot, get the entire menu and everything and like how they did it and go back and read all their marketing strategies and everything and just boop, boop. Now it's my turn. Maybe I'm going to make it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like things like that.
Okay, I got a question for you. To get off the would you rather topic. Do you think, how there's like that saying where like nice guys finish last?
100%.
Guy or girl, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Do you think that's true? And if so, in what way?
No, but yes. It's not like just the art of being nice doesn't make you finish last. It's the art of being boring. You know what I mean? Like it's like it's boring guys finish last, like not exciting. It's like it's that type of thing, which is like
so it's kind of is it just a
it's kind of the common the common argument to that is like it's just
disagree.
Don't be sucky.
You think that nice guys
win?
That's what I'm saying.
So you think it's just the exact opposite?
Like a nice guy, a nice and exciting guy would blow the water off of.
But you don't have to be exciting either. You can be boring. And the reason why is they may lose in the interim. You may lose out on 10 different girls.
Yeah.
But in the long scheme, they're getting in better relationships. They're doing better. They're getting things like the right way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, sure, you may miss out. Like, let's say you're that nice, boring guy, and you miss out on the girl of your dreams when you're 20 years old,
right?
And 21, and 22, and 23. But when you keep grinding, you keep your nose down, and you're 28 years old, and you're doing what you want to do, you're making good money, blah blah blah, whatever it is, you're gonna find a girl that's just fine with you being the way you are. And the moment that happens, you no longer lost.
Well, is that only a saying that applies to relationships?
No, just in general. That's my point. In general, you may take interim losses, but in the long haul, you win.
And I think over time, there's obviously we can only speak on as guys, talking like about girls.
Right.
But I think over time, there's like a shift in people that's like,
there is.
Now I care less about all this stuff and I care more about like this like kind of stability stuff.
Right.
And it's like,
which was when
the nice guy thrives, like kind of to Connor's point.
Goes up,
it's like, once you reach that tipping point of, wow, now I really don't care about, some guy like driving me out to the club, you know what I mean? Or, like,
right.
or whatever. I care about like, can he like provide for my family? Can he like help around the house, like that sort of thing? Like the second that mental shift happens, is boom, nice guy mode. You know what I mean?
I agree.
And it's like, if we know that shift is going to happen at some point in time, then why worry about the temporary stuff in the early 20s when once you pass 26, it's going to be like, we're shifting gears, like
right.
like give me the next 50 years.
As I would say, bypass the crap.
Yeah,
you'll be fine.
Yeah,
I agree.
Don't jump in the crap. However, I will say in terms, a nice guy finishes last more than a nice girl finishes last. And the reason why is I feel like a nice girl gets scooped up fast.
See, I feel like why does it seem like to me like nice girls get taken advantage of in that scenario? Like, you know what I mean?
People I mean, if
maybe
you
it's
know a lot of
just
nice girls, maybe they did get taken advantage of, and that's why you think that. All I know is most of the nice girls I know, like truly nice, are taken,
right,
and have been taken for a plethora of time. You know what I mean? Most of them. I'm not saying all of them.
Right.
And people have obviously different opinions on what nice is. Like
I was gonna ask
for
that.
me, when I think of nice, I think of like quiet. Not quiet as in like don't have their own voice, but just quiet as in they're not completely crazy outgoing.
Yeah.
They're super nice. They help do whatever it is.
Right.
Like things like that. And
I think that's the general definition.
They're probably less moody than some others. Same could be said for guy. You know what I mean? Like they have less mood swings or whatever.
Yeah.
I would say those are the nice people, and those people I know are usually taken quickly.
Yeah.
Because they're also not playing games. You know what I mean? Like when you're a nice person, I think the main thing is you just don't play games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you know what you want at that point.
I think the problem is that the nice people, are the odds are at some point in time they're going to end up with somebody who is not quote unquote nice. And in that sense, like, a nice person is just gonna be walked over more than a not nice person. You know what I mean? Like
I agree.
People, like, especially now, it seems like people tend to just like take from a nice person, but like they don't really give anything back to their relationship. In that,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
getting taken advantage of is
Right.
way too frequent
Yeah.
nowadays.
and it's like, and if you're
probably
a nice person, you might just like kind of like settle in and be like, no, it's okay, but like,
Right. Just be a pushover.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
Not that all nice people are pushovers,
No,
but
I
they
think
might be more
that's
likely to
the
be.
stereotype when somebody's bringing up that question. That's
Right.
what they're thinking
Yeah.
when they say nice.
Right, and which is the kind of the same thing.
A
Like
soft.
when you ask the questions, like for a guy, like a nice guy is probably seen to be more of as a pushover.
Yeah.
Just kind of like go with the flow, like, oh, I'm going to follow you around type of thing,
Right.
but I'm like not going to break your heart. You know what I mean? So it's
Right.
like, which is why like, the nice guy always like gets his time, but after a few months or whatever it might be, they're just gonna like, it's just gonna fizzle
Fall
out.
off.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
there's no like, there's no excitement you bring. Like
Yeah.
you're not keeping anybody interested by like saying, oh my gosh, I miss you, I love you. Like, oh, not that that's bad, but I'm saying like,
Right.
like,
I got one for you that
Okay.
piggybacks on this a little bit. What is the least and most attractive trait? So, like, what is the one trait that you're like, man, they cannot have that?
Are we talking overall
Yes.
or
Overall.
physical /
Personality.
personality?
okay, so only personality
not
traits.
looks.
I think
Personality.
Best and worst.
I think like selfishness is probably like one of the worst, or just like being like conceited. If those like all fall in the same basket, they might.
Yeah.
And then best is probably selflessness. Like
Is that what you think it is?
I think so. I think just like somebody that is has a servant heart is like just very. There's something attractive about like there's something like that draws you to people that like that. You know what I mean?
I agree. It's tough. I feel like it's.
There's honesty's a big one.
Yeah.
A lot of people would probably say is
Right.
honesty. Because that's a tough one. Having a liar
Yeah.
would be so hard. Imagine just shit coming out of the mouth that's just fake.
I think that's got to be the best one.
Honesty.
The best qualities, I think, might be honesty. Yeah, I would say, just to not obviously the same exact one you did. For worst, would be like either a lack of confidence or a lack of motivation. One of those two. Just because I think that's pretty unattractive. Is that what it is? Least and most attractive, or is it like just best?
the whatever.
A lack of confidence or a lack of motivation, I feel like is up there for one of the worst. Even though, no one's gonna like a selfish person or an asshole. That's the
How do you guys feel like? I mean, obviously, like probably more often than not, we're having to make a decision such as where do you want to go eat. Like, how do you feel about always like having to decide that?
It sucks.
It does suck, doesn't it?
It's terrible at it.
Me too.
And the reason why I'm terrible at it is there are people in this world when you say I don't care where we go, and they truly
don't care.
Like,
right.
There is about something I can get off of every single menu.
Yep.
So I really don't care.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then there are your people who say I don't care, and they do care.
Right.
And those are the most frustrating.
And you start spewing out options.
AKA Danielle.
To note all these.
Danielle, that I'm talking to you. When you say I don't care what we get, and then you're like, oh, I'm thinking let's go to Dairy Queen. This doesn't sound very good. Well, don't say I don't care then.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just don't say I don't care, because if you say I don't care, I'm gonna pick. Right. And when I pick wrong, just tell me what's right, and that'll make this much quicker. You know what I mean?
I've been trying to get better at the just give options move. Like, well, where do you want to go eat? I was like, oh, let's go here, and then, and they're like, oh, I kind of like that one. You know what I mean? Just narrow it down.
Sweet.
Narrow it down.
Work. However, it backfires when you do that, and then they go, well, I'll choose between this and this. Now you pick, and it's like, motherfucker, I know one is standing out.
I've
never
never seen
just
that.
Sell out though?
What do you mean?
Just pull the move where it's like, let's say you did give the options, and then it was narrowed down to still more than one option. Or do you ever just go, okay, we're going here?
Yeah,
you have to.
Then you're just like, sorry, we are doing it. Have you ever done that?
Yes, but it doesn't go well.
It didn't end well.
Yeah, it doesn't end well. That's my point. It's like so I'll do that. I'll be like, let's go. It's not usually fast food. We don't normally do that.
Right.
But it'll be like, let's go to like Mexican. We'll go to BJ's, or we'll go to Olive Garden, you know what I mean? And deep down, I know she wants Olive Garden.
Right.
And I know that. And so I'm like, that's where I'm driving. And she was like, what about BJ's or Mexican? I'm like, fuck you. Right. I know your ass wants Olive Garden. But okay, I'll play that game. Let's go BJ's. I like their barbecue burger. I don't know about the BJ's. Well, what about, no, actually, that's fine. We can go to Mexican.
I don't know what the BJ's.
I love chips and salsa. I'm just not really feeling Mexican. Well, what about Olive Garden? Yeah, that's fine. We can get breadsticks. You just eliminated that 5 minutes ago.
Right. It's like it's the real world example of I don't care versus I don't care, period. In
general, there are two types of people. There are people who truly don't care. I am one of them.
I'm one of them.
Tell me, let's go to a fish place, and I'll be like, hey, listen, what do you got other than fish place?
Right.
you got a piece of chicken you can throw on a plate and call it fancy because all you did. You know what I mean? Like I'm that guy. I'll make it work. There are people who are not like that, who do care.
Right.
Just if you're one of those people, anyone out there, just fucking choose.
Just try to fix it.
Just choose.
Just try to be better.
Just choose. Just give them the top 3 of what you'd actually want at that moment.
Yeah. And it's kind of tough. Like hey, actually, if there's a girl listening, take this to heart. It's tough, like having kind of the pressure of like more often than not having to dictate the plan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it feels like you're in control too much.
Right.
To the point where it's like, why am I manifesting every experience?
Like honestly, like one of the nicest things is if like a girl says, "Hey, you want to just hang out at home?" I'm like, yes. You know what I mean? Like that is what I want to do. Yeah.
Danielle is the most indecisive person in the world. It's so bad that you can go to a mini mart and go to pick out like a candy or something.
Yeah.
And like I know her top 5 candies, you know what I mean? Like I know what they are. I know what they're gonna be from. Yeah. And she'll be like, I think I might go crazy and go this one this time. I'm like, do it? That sounds cool. But I do love those. And I'm like, we'll get both. And she's like, oh, I can have 2? That means it opens up so much more. Like I can pick between 2? You know, it's like, oh my God, just literally, like at this point in our lives, just grab what you want, put it on the counter, don't say no. Like you're an adult now. And I'll be like, watermelon air has are really good, but I don't know if you can turn down some Skittles. And then I'll be like, oh my God, grab both. I'll be like, but then there's Warheads. And I'm like, oh my God, just pick, woman.
See, and it's like, what's weird is like, if I'm with my friends that are girls and we're having like something like that, we're like, oh, I can pick this. But I was like, I'll just grab one and walk. You know what I mean? Like, this is what we're getting. But if you're with your girlfriend, it's like, oh, well, what one do you want?
I'll say the worst one is, because candy's a rare buy. I would say the ones that come up the most, that are the hardest, are if you do go to fast food and they don't know what they want at a fast food restaurant. A. Or B, if you're going to go get like a drink somewhere.
Yeah.
Of any kind, like I don't know, an alcoholic drink from like a Mexican restaurant. Do I get the blackberry, the strawberry, or the raspberry? I like all three so much. Can I get all three? Do they do graveyard tea? You know, like I'm just like, I don't know, whatever one sounds best right now. Like, I can tell you what one sounds best to me, but I'm not gonna be drinking it. So just pick which one's best. Well, honey, what do you think? Jordan, what do you think? I'm just like, just pick one.
Or like, oh, yeah, even worse. Like the other day, I got hit with, "What do you think I should do?" You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a great line.
It's that's the worst. It's like, well, what do you mean? What do you think? Like, you already know what I want you to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't be asking me if like.
No, what do you think you should do is like a reassurance one.
Yeah.
That's that one's like the biggest pain for me because it's like, come on, you know I meant what I said. Like you don't have to reassure like what I was saying you should do before. It's like I wasn't being tricky. I'm not playing games with your mind. You know, I'm not playing mind games right now.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of like a scenario where that comes up very often. But I think it's mostly like, do you want to go do this? And it's like, not really.
Right.
And then they like kind of talk you into it a little bit, and you're like, I mean, I'll go. You know, well, like, what do you want me to do? And it's like,
well, my scenario was the options were either hang out with me more, or go hang out with friends. What do you want me to do? Obviously, in that scenario, like, I would probably rather hang out with you. You know what I mean? Like then
I mean, yes and no. Maybe you want a little bit of time away. You know, maybe.
It was 11:30.
Yeah, but either way,
it's like
at this point, it's like, hey, we're going to sleep.
Right. Like, what am I gonna do now? You know what I mean? Like nothing. So it's like either me and I'll be alone, or like
you go have a blast.
Like, oh, what do you think I should do? It's like,
oh man, the what do you think I should do questions? It's just one of those that you just look at the person and you go, why'd you do that to me?
Yeah.
Why'd you put that on me?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like that's what I feel like. That's what I want to respond next time is, why do you do this to me? Why'd you put that on me? Yeah. Come on, don't you do that shit. Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. You know, like I feel like that's what it is.
Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
Don't you dare put that on me, Ricky Bobby. That's what I want to say back to it every single time. And I think I'm not the only one who's alone in that statement.
Right.
I wish I had the powers of Darren Brown. That's what I wish I had.
In that situation?
Just in situations that involved with women. Have you watched Darren Brown?
No, never. I don't know who that is.
So I'm going to just give you
I didn't either.
one thing that Darren Brown did.
My mind was blown.
So Darren Brown is not a magician. However, he is more like a mind manipulator.
There's a name for it.
Yeah.
Like a professional name for
he had a professional name for it. However, I mean, I can look it up. It's crazy. Just on Wikipedia, it shows like his name, and you're like, oh, that's different than what you think it is.
He's just like a mind influencer.
Okay.
You know?
Here you go. It says he is a... Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Imposes any supernatural powers and exposes methods to use just anything. And they say it's magic, suggestion, psychology, misdirection,
a lot of suggestion.
Okay.
And so what he does, so just one that isn't crazy, is he gets like 8 of the best chess players in the world and one good amateur, right? And he gets them all in a circle and he plays every single one of them and he goes 4-4-1. And he's good at chess, but he's nothing crazy.
Right.
What he does is he uses the one move. The person who makes the move on move 1 remembers that and uses that on 9, 2 on 8, 3 on 7, every single time, all the way around the entire time. So really, he's making 1 play number 9, and he's making 2 play number 8, and 3 play number 7, and he played heads up against the young guy. So if you think about that, he's memorizing exactly every single move the entire time to use 7 moves later.
Right.
The entire time, and he ends up going 4-4-1. Simultaneously, he's playing them all at once.
That's crazy.
Which is just
Insane.
stupid. But like the other ones, like he has Netflix originals now, where like he does one where it sounds terrible. He doesn't actually do it, but it's called like Push, and he sees if he'll push a stranger off a building to their death.
This is one that you need to watch.
And they're flat out amazing. Like he has it all, like in just little ways. Like I watched one. I won't even describe that one because that one's something that people can go watch.
You have
but
to
like
go watch
one
that whole
that
thing.
he does. is he makes people rob a bank car, like the big vaulted cars.
Yeah.
So what he does is you come over and to his place, and he's like, all right, I want to make sure you guys are real. I want you all to go to that mini mart and steal me a candy bar. Anything out of that store, I just want you to steal any candy bar. Go do it. And it'll be 20 people. And whoever doesn't steal candy bar, you're gone, you're home. And they don't know why.
Yeah.
And the people who did it, those are those people are willing to at least steal a candy bar.
Right.
Maybe that's not a lot, but they're at least willing to take something. You know what I mean? So I got them there. And then 3 weeks will go by, and they'll have to do something. And he slowly manipulates you. If you're writing somewhere, he has one magic one where he'll guess exactly what you're going to draw. And it's wherever you're writing, he has words every single place you go, on the bus, on a sign, right outside the door, in your phone, and it'll be one word, and you'll just remember that word. And simultaneously, you'll think of that word when you do it, and he'll just guess your word.
There was that one where he takes, I want to say in the video, it was a YouTube video of what he was doing. It was two or three people that he just brings into a room. He literally just asks them questions and is having a conversation with this person, mainly questions, but also just talking. Right at the end. So actually, what I will say is, in the room there are suggestions on the wall, in the just things on the floor and stuff like that. But there's also just a box in the center of the room. In the center of the room, what's in the box is something that Darren Brown has already put in there. And through the conversation that they're having, the questions he's asking, he's kind of suggesting what he wants them to end up saying as their answer to the final question, which is, what was the childhood present that you never got but you really wanted, or something like that. And this guy says a bicycle. There's a bicycle in the box, so he's correct. And then they reveal after, he's like, I don't really even know if I ever really wanted a bicycle.
Yeah,
but it's because they talked, and he made him think he wanted a bicycle when he was a young kid, never got it. So here it is.
Yeah,
and it's just what? How'd you do that?
But it's things like that times 10. When I say he gets people to rob a bank car, I mean literally they pull a gun that they think is a real, and they do a stick up, and then he comes out of the middle of nowhere, and he's like, okay, calm down.
Which is crazy in itself.
This is all
fake.
It's
whoa, they just did something fake. But it's that's not a good thing. And he just made him do it.
And he does it by he'll use music, he'll use cues. And so in that situation, I just want something like that. Because there are some things that people do magic-wise.
The best part about it is the recruitment part of it, which he goes into detail on a couple of those Netflix series, which is he spends time, before he doesn't just pick someone off the street, because he recognizes that there are differences in each human, and some people are more able to be influenced than others.
So what about the one that takes a bullet?
Oh yeah, he spends a lot of time making sure he finds the person that he knows will be most likely to.
I got one for you. He gets this guy who is very racist, very racist. In his interview with Darren Brown, they had questionnaires. He was like, I want all the illegals out of my country now. This is our country. You speak our language. He was to the extreme.
Right.
He ends up getting this guy to take a bullet for a Hispanic guy who's in trouble with the gang. He jumps in front of the bullet and he thinks he got shot. And he's crying on the ground. He thinks he's dying.
Yeah.
It's incredible, but it was a blank.
Huh.
Oh, I'm telling it is the what he does to your mind is something far past anyone in this world.
Interesting.
It's really, really weird. And
and they go hard,
or some crazy magic stuff is Tesla, right?
Yeah.
Most famous magician ever that no one really knows about. You know what I mean? Do you have videos of Tesla?
Nikola Tesla?
Yeah.
I don't think he was a magician.
No, but he that's his style. They say he was real magic.
Oh, okay.
He was such a great inventor that it's he invented real magic.
He was doing stuff.
He was doing crazy stuff that no one ever
normal
could possibly be real.
That's magic.
They're that is
There's
not.
No way it can
that's
be real.
not fake.
Right.
Well, he's proven that you can technically get enough electricity just from the ground.
Oh yeah, I saw.
In terms, there is enough magnetic energy underneath our feet at all times that the entire world, everywhere, could have electricity. Yet, electrical companies are so powerful, you can't just cut ties with them.
Right.
It's like if they ever found an alternative to gas, truly, not battery where you can drive 150 miles or whatever. I'm talking a true alternative the same way. You can go fuel up, boom, takes a minute and you're good to go. If they found that, it would never get released. Same thing with cancer.
Oh, yeah.
They cannot find the cure for cancer. It's just impossible.
Right.
When it's a multi-billion dollar business every year, you don't just get to come up with a cure.
Right.
You don't get to.
Yeah.
And it's a sad reality.
Right.
That's the damn truth. You know what I mean? It's like AIDS. Well, do you think they have a cure for AIDS? I think they do. Magic Johnson sure is cured.
It's like the rich people always seem to get cured.
$7,000 a week in drugs.
Right.
No one else in the world can do it.
No one has that ability.
No one has that, but he doesn't have it anymore.
Right.
So it tells me that, there is a cure. It just costs $7,000 a week, and no one has that kind of money laying around. So if you have it, you're dying. You know what I mean? But they technically have it. They just won't lower the price, and they won't get it FDA approved, and therefore it's just going to be not regulated, and it's going to just be super expensive. And it is what it is.
You're not wrong.
It's too big of a business, and it's too powerful. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it, and that's the sad reality of how it works. And that's why I'm a firm believer that cancer is cured.
They have it already.
Why would you release it?
Yeah.
Like in small scale, it's like fighting fires. You know what I mean? In a very small scale,
right.
it's like fighting fires.
Yeah.
They say, on average, like a fire that you'd go fight, because you get paid so much money when you're out there longer. You can be out there 2 weeks at a time.
Yeah.
So they say that a fire could be fought in like a week, and they'll make it last 2 months or a month. They'll just prolong it.
Yeah.
They'll just let it keep.
Just as like that's their livelihood. Like that's how they make money, is by the fire going. So they just drag it out.
So
it makes a lot of sense.
At what level is that decision being made?
I don't think
individually by the front runners, or maybe a couple higher ups.
Oh no, everyone.
Or we talking
state across the board.
No, state level. Oh, for sure, everyone does it. It's
Do
not
they?
Like one group.
Is it to the point where they literally cause more destruction?
Yeah, but there's also a legitimate reason
I don't think
for
they're
that
causing
sometimes.
people to lose their homes by dragging the fire out. I don't think it's like that.
No.
But it's like, I mean, if they have it contained, it's not going anywhere.
They're not on purposely losing people's homes.
Right.
There's rare cases where a fire gets out of hand that you are maintaining.
Oh, for sure.
That could have been taken care
No,
of.
but I don't think there's going to be any physical evidence that says, we went back and looked at the burn site.
And
Turns out you could have contained this 100 yards that way. It's like, whoa, you don't know that. It's already gone.
And that's
so
the problem.
that's what gives them the leeway of being able to do that.
That's the problem. But however, they're quite literally, they make them last way longer than need be. 100%. I know multiple people on fires, and everyone says the same thing.
Really?
And what they do is they prolong it, because it's just, I mean, so like how I look at it, let's say it takes you a week to put out a fire. Let's say in that week you make 2 G's.
Yeah.
However, if you're out there 2 weeks and you don't get to come home, technically you're on the clock round time, and you're getting paid overtime after anything above 8 hours. Blah blah blah. You're getting hazard pay. If you make it last 2 weeks, we'll pay 6.
Right.
You know,
why am I not going to make
it? I'm gonna make this bitch last. You know,
right.
Like, what do I got to do to make this fire sit there and like one ember at least be rolling? So our whole team needs to be out here. You know what I mean? Like I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't be part of the game.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying that's just how it is. Yeah. And like that is it on a small scale. There's too much money in fires to fight them as quickly as possible. So why would you fight them as quickly as possible? Why as a firefighter would you do that?
It's like it's not in your best interest to do that.
Yeah, because it's good for humanity. I'll be honest with you. There's almost nothing in today's world that people do just because it's good for humanity.
Oh, nothing.
You do what's good for you.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm not saying that's everyone, but that's just how it is. Unless you have enough already that you don't need to do what's good for you.
Yeah.
Like if I'm Bill Gates, I can hand out $1 billion or $1 million and be like,
he doesn't. He hands out billions of. He's given away more money than he has. You know what I mean?
Like that's what I'm saying. And so it's like it doesn't. You know what I mean? When you have that much, it doesn't matter. You can just keep giving it away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you're in someone else's shoes that can't afford that, you're looking what's best interest of you. And it's just.
Have you seen like the
not all
numbers
people,
with Bill Gates specifically, and about like what he has like in his will and what he has planned to leave for like his children?
Don't his children get $1 million?
I don't think his children are getting like anything.
Or $100,000.
Almost.
It's like all going to his foundation or something like that.
Yeah, it's all going there.
Yeah.
You know, there's something though.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they're doing okay right now. I mean, I don't think Bill Gates' daughter is going to be struggling in life. You know what I mean? Like,
what I'll say about Bill Gates' daughter, she has a home already.
Yeah, and she probably has a great job. I mean, you're hiring Bill Gates' daughter as a company. I can tell you that.
Especially if she's a good whatever. You know what I mean? You want that around. It's just like it's like Big Boy's son, Cross Patton.
Oh yeah.
Came to University of Oregon as a walk-on. I don't care how many walk-on spots you are. You let a famous kid's son walk on.
Right.
You want that guy in your stands.
Right.
You want that guy repping your O's. You know what I mean?
Right.
Do you know who Big Boy is?
No.
He was a singer in Outkast. Which
okay.
is obviously huge. He was like the number 2 in Outkast.
And his
with
son
Andre 3000.
and
his son's good. No, his son got a lot of D1 offers, but he really wanted to play at Oregon, and they wanted to offer him a scholarship. So he took a walk-on job, which is great. Do whatever you got to do. But it's just a big deal because it's like now Big Boy's there. It's like when we had Dungy's kid.
Yeah, Eric.
Now all of a sudden Tony Dungy's in your stands. Looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Or that one time LeBron was on the sidelines.
Yeah, with CP3 and Carmelo Anthony against
UNC.
It was just like a USC game. They came up for whatever reason.
And they were on the sideline watching the game. It was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Like that's stuff you want. That makes you cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You hire Bill Gates' daughter, 100%.
No.
Based off the cool factor.
Right.
That's Bill Gates' daughter. If you blow this up,
she walks in. Yeah, you can just do the application online.
Yeah.
actually, we have like a 10-step process, and you're gonna have.
Yeah, would you be able to pass a drug test?